Okay, this video is unedited, unscripted, because I literally don't care anymore. The question I have is, where are all the funny comedians? I'm genuinely asking, because I am so... Let me not say anything that's gonna get my fucking account nuked on YouTube, but I'm trying to laugh out here. Like, I'm really trying to laugh out here. Where are all the funny individuals who are supposed to be under the profession of being a comedian? Because you know what I see? I see a bunch of white dudes who aren't fucking funny, and then whenever they get called out for it, their first response is, oh, everybody's just too sensitive. Now, call me an idiot, but I would believe that if you are calling yourself a comedian, the main thing you should be able to do is make people laugh. This reminds me of somebody who made a comment. I literally cannot remember who the person is. Not gonna bother to try to look it up, because like I said, I literally don't care anymore. This reminds me of this person who said that so many comedians these days are not trying to get laughter, they're trying to get shock. They're trying to get gasp. They're trying to get, any reaction that doesn't revolve around laughter, because they're more so focused on trying to offend people more so than making people laugh. Now, I'm not going to be some obtuse idiot and be like, oh, in these times, we just need to focus on laughter and joy and da-da-da-da-da-da. No, bitch, the revolution will not be televised. Please focus. But I still do want to laugh. I like a little kiki. Yeah. So where are all the funny people? Where are all the funny comedians? Like, genuinely, if you ever see this video, if you're unfortunately cursed to see this video, please put it in my freaking comment section, because there is not a singular funny comedian that I've ever seen or whose video I've ever come across that I even cracked a smile at. Whoa, like, oh my god. Let me tell you, when I was younger, actually, let me not trauma dump online. We're not going to do that. But when I was younger, I would watch videos of comedians all the time for a reason I'm not going to say. And all those comedians were hilarious. I would especially watch Bernie Mac. And I know you're probably like, oh, Bernie Mac kind of made, offensive jokes. Bernie Mac made jokes for the times. And I'm not, hold on. Because I already know some people are going to be like, yeah. Whoa. Just because something was appropriate for the times doesn't equal okay or morally correct. Or morally okay. Even more so to that point. But you know the kind of time that Bernie Mac was coming from. And even so, Bernie Mac was still capable of making a plethora of non-offensive jokes. I literally watched a clip of Bernie Mac making a joke about being scared of his wife. That was one joke. One setup, one punchline, one joke. And it was still funnier than half of the content I've seen from a plethora of comedians online, particularly white comedians. Like, we truly have to reach a capacity where people are like, no, people aren't too sensitive, you're just not funny. Never seen a Shane Gillis joke that I ever thought about laughing at. Never saw a Tony Hinchcliffe joke that I ever thought about laughing at. Never saw or heard a Matt Rife joke that I ever would have considered would be funny. Because those people aren't funny. They're just offensive. And that's what caters to a predominantly white audience. Like, those people aren't funny. Like, seriously, who are the funny people out here? Because there are essentially two types of comedians out here nowadays that gain popularity. And it's either the people who are doing crowd work that isn't good. Like, oh my god. Please save us from the YouTube shorts, crowd work, videos. Ha ha ha, I'm gonna try to riff off of this random stranger. You're not doing it well. And then the other kind of comedian is, again, the white dudes who just make offensive George Floyd jokes, and those aren't funny either. Because they think that they think that the main goal is to offend people, and then if that works, then they can just say, oh, you're too sensitive if you call them out. Like, where are the people who genuinely have some creative jokes? Like, have a genuine creative, set. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are those people? Because I remember when I was younger and I would watch, a full Bernie Mac set. And I was laughing my ass off. Like, literally when I was, a teenager. And nowadays, I could not name a singular funny person at all. I could not name 5 comedians off the top of my head that I'm like, oh, if this person is ever in your city, go watch them. At all. So, where are like the funny people? And just to get a little bit more serious instead of just complaining, I will say this is actually, I feel like, more important to point out than just complaining about people not being funny, is humor is a means of acceptance. Whether you want to accept that or not, that's beyond me. That's between you and God. Humor is a means of acceptance. Accept that. Whenever you say something is just a joke, you move closer and closer to a path of acceptance based upon whatever that joke has its foundation in. Period. Again, accept that. So, whenever you see people who are like, oh, something is just a joke, something is just a joke, that person is trying to pull one over on you, and more often than not, it's probably working. Watch yourself. Let me say this again. Let me say this. Every single person who wants to tell you that comedy is a space where everything is no holds barred and nothing is off limits, to that person, there's probably something that is off limits. Or do I need to bring up Charlie Kirk? Like, please be so serious. This era that we're in, where, oh, you can joke about anything and you can say anything and nothing is off limits. If that were the case, nobody should have gotten fired for making jokes about Charlie Kirk. But yet people did. Especially ironic considering that most of the it's just a joke nonsense comes from right-wingers. So it's just a joke until it offends you. Okay. Again, where are the fucking funny people at? Please someone tell me. I wish I could count myself amongst the funny, comedic, artistic individuals who could just make anybody laugh on a dime, but that's not me. So I have to look for those people online so they can make me laugh. I'm looking. Nothing. Like, if you know someone, even a small time, or I guess lesser known comedian out there, if you know anybody who is genuinely funny, please drop their name in my comment section. Because I'm trying to see some new, original, funny jokes. The only funny person that I could truly think of, who every clip of him I've ever watched, I literally laughed, was that one guy. What's his name? I need to get more into him so I can remember his fucking name. Caleb something. He's that like guy who he's that guy who told the story about how he was trying to be funny in front of his classmates when he was younger. And then the popular kid in his class came up to him and was like, oh, everybody can like see your wedgie and your underwear through your pants. He's hilarious. Every clip I've ever seen of him, hilarious. But I need more than that. Like, I need more funny people. No shade to him, but the funniest person I've ever seen on the internet cannot be a white dude. I think he's gay, so you're on thin ice, buddy. But the funniest person I know on the internet cannot be some white dude. So please, if you know some funny people out there, please drop their name in my comment section. Because I've been looking. I've been lost, haven't been found. Okay, thank you. That's all I have to say.